Today I'm going to be ranking character ascension materials. Pretty straightforward, pretty to the point. No need to explain it. I got this tier list right here. I found it. Seemed pretty old. So I added my own little addition to the bottom. This is all the new stuff. I don't know if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I edited it to my own liking. So we have tier number 1, which is easiest. Need I explain more? Don't mind it. It's fine. Low-key annoying, now we're getting pissy, not enjoyable at all, and I'd rather die. These are the materials that I go out of my way to never ever collect. I will literally not build a character that I want to build because they use these materials. I'm looking at you, Chi-Chi. Some of these I might have not collected before. For example, this, I'm not sure if I've ever collected this before. It looks like 5 of the other flowers on this list. I'm just going straight into this. I'm freeballing this. I didn't look anything up. I mean, all I looked up was these. So I'm actually going to start with some of the Mondstadt ones because, you know, chronological order or whatever. I think it's a Kala Lily. I've farmed these a lot of times because I have multiple accounts and I've built Kaya on multiple accounts and they're not bad. I wouldn't say they're like the easiest, but I don't mind it because they're pretty numerous. They're just by the water. You know what? No, I'm gonna put that in easiest. That's pretty easy, man. What is this? Cecilia? The only irritating thing about Cecilia's is that they're on like Star Snatch Cliff or whatever, so you kind of have to go all the way up there. But other than that, they're like all clumped together. There's a shit ton of them at once, and you can get like so many. I'm pretty sure when I was farming for it was like Albedo. Yeah, I got like 60 in a day. These, they're definitely not bad. Are they the easiest though? I mean, if you think it's like annoying to have an animo character on you, then maybe they wouldn't be like as nice as like say the Kala Lilies or whatever. But I don't think they're bad. I'd put them in don't mind it because I'm not as willing to get these as I am these. Like, it is pretty easy. Like, some of them are literally right outside the Mondstadt gate. No problems, really. I do feel like there's not as many of these as opposed to like these right here, but I could just be like on something. Okay, these are annoying. These are extremely irritating. I think I'm gonna put these in I'd rather die. To clarify, the update where they added like tracking on the map has made it easier, but like to be honest, I always used Google anyways. Like, I'd get so annoyed with tracking them down myself that I'd just pull up a map on Google and use that. While it is a nice addition, I'm so glad they added that. I wish they'd added it earlier because I struggled for 3 years without it. With things like this, it doesn't really help much because these are shoved in the ass crack of buildings and random structures, and you just gotta climb and hope that you find one. These remind me a lot of something else we're gonna talk about in a second or two. These are also the reason that my Mona is not fully built. So, yeah, you can thank the Philanimo mushrooms. Where are the Mondstadt ones? Oh, these are really easy. Nothing else to say about it. Those are easy. Windwheel Asters, also extremely easy. I might move this one down to here, though. Like, I don't feel any ill intent towards Windwheel Asters. But the ones in Storm Terror's lair, I feel like have annoyed me a little bit in the past. Like, I have some memory of being like, yo, where the fuck is this last one? Most of the flowers are fine. Never mind, I just looked at one of them down here and it's definitely not fine. Wolfhook's extremely easy. It's only in one place. Is it? I mean, I think it's only in Wolvendom. How much Wolfhook even is there? If it's only in Wolvendom, like, can you, like, get a lot per farming session? I say this because I've never fully built Razor. I'm pretty sure Razor's the only character that uses Wolfhook, right? I think. And my Razor's like level 70. Okay, well, that's all the Mondstadt stuff. Mondstadt, pretty okay, except for this guy down here. On to Liyue. This, I think, ooh. Is it as bad as the Philanimo mushroom? I think it's not as bad as the I don't know why I hate farming this. Maybe it's because of how many times I've had to do it. Like, so my first main ever was Chongyun, then my first limited 5-star was Zhongli, and then the first character I lost the 50-50 to was Keqing. So you can see where a bit of animosity might have been born from the need to farm core lapis in such a high quantity. I think my bias is gonna have it go down here. I really don't think it's as annoying as this, but I can't put it anywhere else because I hate farming this stuff. I also am immediately like kind of pissed off if I have to farm something that I need like a Claymore character for. Because like really, you have to have me take out a specific type of character. Okay, this is really, considering I didn't have anything to say about the dandelion scenes in the animo character, like it sounds like I'm a little, once again, biased. But I can't help it. Whatever, Core Lapis and I'd rather die. This is a Glaze Lily, right? This is really easy. I don't know if I've ever had to like farm Glaze Lilies for a character. I know Nengguang needs them, right? And my Nengguang is level 20, so I just know they're in Liyue Harbor, and every time I've like picked them up, they're always in like pretty large quantities. I don't like farming this. I think that should probably be down here too. No, it's not as bad. It's pretty equal to Core Lapis, which it should probably be like next to it, but once again, you know my feelings on Core Lapis. The only character I've ever built who needs Core Lapis is Beto, and my Beto is level 80. She would be level 90 if she didn't need Core Lapis, so do with that what you will. It's the fact that they're all like hidden in like the depths of caves and stuff. So even if you use like a map on Google or something, it'll be like, yo, it's right here on the map, and you go and you're standing there and you're like, where the fuck is it? Oh, it's like 30 feet underground. I'm just standing on the surface, so I don't see it. So now you gotta go traverse around, find some cave entrance. You know what? No, you're going and I'd rather die. I convinced myself. Immediate negative feelings about this one. It's not as bad as some of these other ones. It's definitely not as bad as the Philanimo mushroom. It's not suspended like on a side of a building or a side of a cliff. It's just up on a mountaintop, and that's pretty annoying, but I'd take it over some of the other things. They're also so like sporadically placed. Like there's one on top of one mountain, and then you have to travel like 7,000 miles to reach the next one, and it's like a patch of like 2 of them. So yeah, these silk flowers are really easy. Honestly, probably easier than Glaze Lilies. There's so many of them too. Oh, I skipped, what the hell are these called? Julian chilies? I think that's what they're called. Those are also really easy. Never had a problem with those. Star Conch. It's not bad, but it's not easiest. I'd say don't mind it, maybe. I think it goes in low-key annoying, because I can think about all the times I farmed that, and when I realize I have to farm it, I just kind of like, not those again. Because these are also pretty sporadically placed. I feel like there's like one every like 30 feet. You're just kind of walking along the shore and you're like, hopefully it's right here. It's everything from loot. Oh, I forgot a Mondstadt one. This is a Mondstadt specialty. Valberries are pretty easy. Yeah, these are really easy. The thing about Valberries is that they just come in such high quantities. Like you find a little cluster of Valberries and it's like 4 on a little bush. Okay, moving on to Inazuma, cause no, I forgot one Liyue one. You're going to the top of this tier. Man, I'm tempted to make a new tier for you. I hate collecting violet grass. Every single negative comment, every comment where I've been bashing that one ascension material in the past has been because of this. God forbid, I hope they never release another character that needs violet grass, because when they announced that Baiju needed this for his ascension material, you know, I seriously considered not pulling for him for a second. Because tell me why. They're just, you gotta scale a mountain just like I forget what these are called. I can't remember what these flowers are called, but I'm pointing at them. You gotta scale the mountains. But like, even if you have a character that locates local specialties, you've gotta like go up and down searching for exactly where it is. Because all you know is that it's on that mountain. It's on that mountain on some side of the like wall or whatever, and you might run out of stamina, so good luck. Hold on tight, because you might fall all the way to the bottom and have to climb back up to the top. Yes, I'm speaking from experience. Whoever decided that violet grass should be tucked away into random cracks and crevices on mountain sides should be fired. I forget what this is called. Something fruit. This is for Raiden Shogun, isn't it? I farmed this on one of my side accounts, and it was like really, really easy. There's so many of them. Once again, don't know what this is called, but I don't like see it and think like, oh, well, no problem. I'll go farm 100 of those right now. I'm gonna put it in, don't mind. The fluorescent fungus. I think you're gonna go in low-key annoying next to the star conch, because while it's really like not bad, if you gotta farm this while Surumi Island still has the fog all over it, which I did, because I remember like Surumi Island coming out and Toma came out. So if you wanted to build Toma, you had to farm these, and I like, you know, the Surumi Island story quest is like over the span of a few days. So I wanted to collect them that day. I was like, man, you know, I'm building Toma today. No, I wasn't, because I kept getting lost in the fog. Naku weed. These are kind of annoying. Like, I haven't farmed them in a while, but I remember being kind of pissed off farming these. I just didn't like farming them. I thought they were too all over the place. Oh god, not the bugs. Yeah, you're going right down here. I hate farming these beetles. They suck. They suck bad. It was like pulling teeth trying to get Ito to level 90. The gratification of finally finding some is not good enough, because most of the areas only have like, you'll find a tree with them and there's like 1 or 2. Yeah, they're just pretty annoying, and I don't think anyone can disagree with me on that. And if you do, you're a freak. Okay, I don't know who needs this. I thought this was for like weapons and stuff, but it's like not bad. Like, I've farmed this before and it's like, it's okay. I'll put it in don't mind it. Oh, I don't like farming these. I think they're gonna go in like low-key annoying. I was gonna put them in not enjoyable at all, but it doesn't compare to these, because you don't gotta like climb everywhere for these. It is annoying having to have an Electro character though, especially since an Electro like catalyst or bow would be the best choice. So I remember having to use my level like 50 Lisa when I was farming these for Ayaka. Yeah, I'm gonna have this one in the way bottom of low-key annoying. Like, you are on thin ice. So these are funny because wait. Well, I'll continue talking about these. I accidentally skipped over the pearls, but these are funny because I actually didn't farm these in Inazuma. I farmed these in the Golden Apple Archipelago. So I can't really attest too much to how bad they are in Inazuma, because I really don't think I've ever farmed them in Inazuma. Like, I've found them. I've been like running around and I'm like, oh, see you, Ganoderma. But I've never farmed for a character after Kazuha that needed these. Top of don't mind at all, because I had fun farming those, honestly, because like the archipelago was like really fun, and we got to like fight Magu Kenki on the island too. That was fun. Like, because the only reason I'm not putting it in easiest is because I don't know how easy it is in Inazuma, so I'm not gonna get ahead of myself or anything, because on the islands they were just like on the coast and stuff, like in the water. Like, I can still vividly see some of the areas they were on the islands, which is crazy because that was a long time ago. These were, I accidentally skipped over this a second ago. I'm gonna say don't mind it. I haven't really farmed that much. I've only farmed it for Goro, I think, but I farmed it, so it must have been for him, because I don't have Kokomi. Yeah, thanks Kaching. Like, I didn't realize how many materials there actually are. I need to speed this shit up. It's already been 30 minutes and I'm sitting here talking about all these random flowers and bugs, whatever. I don't know what this is called. It's one of the lotuses. This is the one you need for Nahida, isn't it? This is low-key annoying. Maybe. No, I'm putting it in not enjoyable, because these are also like on walls and stuff. So yeah, wasn't a fan of those. These are kind of annoying, but not as annoying as these. So I think I'm gonna put them right here. Is this a Padiasara? Is that what it's called? I think that is. That's for Nilu, isn't it? I think this was pretty easy, because I don't even remember farming this. I'm probably gonna put it up in easiest, because like if it was that bad, I'd probably remember being like, yo, this fucking sucks. These are horrible. I really don't like farming these. I'm gonna put them right here. I don't have my Kale built because of these. I had enough farming those for my Wanderer. Oh, these are in the desert. These are pretty irritating. They're not like the worst, but they're definitely not the best. You're going in low-key annoying. Oh god. Okay, more bugs, but these are worse than the Onikabuto. I don't like farming these at all. When Sino came out, I was really excited. I was one of those people who was waiting for Sino since like the beginning. I saw him in that like trailer that Genshin launched way at the beginning, and I was like, oh, I need this character. And then they released him with an ascension material like this. These little f***ers. The fact that they can go underground is diabolical. I remember looking at like a map. I pulled up a map on Google Images and I was like, okay, these look like they'd be annoying. Let me pull this up so I don't have any trouble. Guess who still had trouble? I would go to the areas and I'd just stand there and I'd be like, hey, where are the scarabs? There's no scarabs here. And they'd be underground. Like they'd be burrowing underground or something. I don't know. They weren't there, or maybe they were on a lower level. God forbid. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad that they don't have any other characters that need scarabs. Oh, wait. Doesn't Sethos need these? Okay, well, never building him. Pupas are fine. The saving grace for these is the fact that they come in such a high quantity. Like when you find one, you find like 6. So I'll put it in don't mind it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Like, I actually don't know what this is. Like, I know I've seen it before, but like, who needs this? And where is it? Like, it's probably in the desert because it's like in this little area right here. I'm just gonna put it in don't mind it since I don't know what it is. I farmed these for Kaveh and they were like, okay. They're only in like one really specific area, I'm pretty sure. I don't mind that. I don't know who these are for. I honestly didn't think anyone needed these to ascend. I thought they were just kind of there. Like you collected them and maybe like made stuff with them. But they're not bad. I can't really say much because I haven't built a character with these. But I've seen like quite a few underwater and stuff, but I'm not going to put them like super high because they are underwater and I think they're on the sides of like cliffs and stuff underwater. So you're not going up to the highest tier. Rainbow roses are really easy. Like really, really easy. I farmed rainbow roses for both Arlecchino and Lenny. So, and like I didn't have a problem with either of them either time. These are the ones that you have to put Hydra on, right? These are on the land and in the water. I haven't had to farm them personally. I'm tempted to say low-key annoying just because of the whole Hydra thing. But I don't think they'd be like that bad. Like once again, I haven't farmed them really, so I can't say much. But I'm gonna put them in the bottom of don't mind it. These are really easy. Like really, really easy. W, Lenny, and Lynette for having really easy ascension materials. Because these, like you find one of these, you find like 10. On the other hand, Lumitoile, it's alright. It's alright. They're all like on the shoreline kind of. There are a few in the water, I think. I farmed these for Nivelette. Don't mind it, but kind of towards the end of don't mind it. Now I know it's gonna sound weird considering I shat all over the scarabs so much, but I didn't mind these as much. The fact that they don't blend in with their surroundings is a lot better considering the scarabs are the same color as the sand and they duck under the sand. Now these can fly away, I think. Can they? No, maybe. I know if you hit them, they like tweak out. But I'll put them in low-key annoying because I wasn't like happy or overjoyed to farm them or anything. But I don't remember being like, oh my god, I have to go farm, what are they called? Sub-detection units? I think that's what they're called. And then felt like, you know, like offing myself or something. These are okay. The only irritating part of these is like, if you haven't finished the quest in that area and the like wind is blowing you everywhere when you're trying to get them. But even then, it's really not a problem. I'm gonna put them easy. Oh, these are so easy. These are like, these are about as easy as like the rainbow roses and the Luminos bells. Because there's just so many of them. I remember farming for Navia and I was like, oh my god, there's like 100 of these down here. Ooh, okay, on the Natlan stuff. I haven't farmed a lot of the Natlan materials because the only 5-star I have is Kanich. The only 4-star I have built is Auroron. I won't have too much input on these. This is the, yeah, I don't even know what this is called. But this, I think this is the one I farmed for Kanich. And it was pretty easy. I'm gonna put that up there. I haven't farmed it, but I have come across them in the wild. They don't like seem that bad. So once again, I'm gonna put this in don't mind it since I can't really talk too much on it. I don't know what this is. Like, I actually don't know what this is. I know I've seen them before. I'm pretty sure these can also be offered up to the tribes for like the weekly thing. Once again, don't mind it because I've never had to sit there and farm a bunch of them at once. Dude, what is that? Where even is that? Who needs that? You're going here, buddy. Don't know what this is either. Is this one in the, Masters of the Nightwind area? I could just be pulling shit out my ass right now. Yeah, I don't even recognize this one. It just, dude, it looks like a flower. It looks like a flower. It looks like a recolored, slightly different version of this one right here. So I can't really say anything. Okay, I have farmed this. This is the one for Auroron, I know that. And these, the only reason these were annoying was because I had to go all the way to Natlan to get them. They were kind of like pretty widely spread out, which was a little annoying, but you go and don't mind it. You're gonna go right here though, because you're gonna mess up the aesthetic of my tier list if not. Man, I don't know, that's all. This was a pretty useless tier list. I don't know why I did this, but I hope it was like at least a little entertaining. Anyways, thanks for watching if you found this video. I don't know. Tier lists are fun to make. I want to make more tier lists.